Ah, yes. Hello, me hearties. Dinky-Doo. A very, very good evening to you and a very warm welcome. Marvellous. Lovely to have you with us. Let everybody know. Hello there, sir. Hello, Liz. Good to have you with us and welcome to our TikTok live. This is the big one, the one everyone's talking about, the one everyone is watching and hopefully following. So get following as soon as you possibly can and tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 that Scottie McClue is live just for you right now. Fantastic stuff. Welcome, 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 I say. Hi, number one. Hi, Dinky-Doo to you, Max. Good to have you with us. And welcome, I say, to our Tuesday evening random pop-up just to see who's about. That's the best way to do it. Share, of course, if you possibly can. Share each of the feeds and let everybody know what's what. Hello, Scott. Hello, Daffod. How are you tonight? Happy St. David's Day. Scotty, my friend, how are you? Sean, how lovely to have you with us from Arizona, out in the desert there. Dinky-Doo, our top astronomer and scientist. How marvellous is that? Welcome, 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 I say. You're watching Scottie McClue and we are live on the big one. Get following as soon as you possibly can. Dinky-Doo. Now, who have we got here? Lots and lots of excellent response. Remember, never, ever, ever to troll Scottie McClue or you end up with a lifetime ban down the Swanee River as toast. There we are. Dinky-Doo. Kareem says, good evening, Scottie. How are you? Very well, Kareem, and I hope you're okay. Martin, Dinky-Doo, lovely to have you with us. Good evening, sausage Frank. And cheese scones, jam and cream and a cup of tea. Excellent stuff, Martin. Good evening, Scottie. Happy Pancake Day. Have we all had a pancake today? I want to know. I think we should be told. There we are. Have you had your pancakes? I have indeed, Joe. Fantastic stuff. And looking forward to my ashes tomorrow. So there we are. Happy haircut, Scottie. Have you had a haircut? Happy haircut to you. Excellent stuff. Follow us as soon as you can. Good evening, Scottie. Good evening, Tate. Good to have you with us as well. Brilliant, missed you, buddy. Not at all, Sebastian. Very glad you could actually come and join us. This is what we like. Tremendous stuff. Now then, who else have we got joining us tonight? There's Derek and there's Michael. There's Hollywood. There's Tilch. There's Josh Macca. I love cats. Rachel. Ash Wednesday tomorrow. So you'll all be getting your ashes. There we are. Fantastic stuff. Have you been to confession, Scottie? Oh, you want to get behind me at confession? I can't tell you. There we are. Top of the evening to Scottie, just making pancakes at the moment. David, isn't that beautiful? Which ones are you doing? Tell us a little bit more. I'm just adjusting the camera here a little bit to get us spot on. That should be quite good. Excellent stuff. Subscribe to the YouTube, people. Yes, GM. Some excellent YouTubes. There we are. I noticed one just popped up. 1,700 people viewed it right away. Oh, my goodness me. Did you realize it was Pancake Day today? It sure crept up on me. We love that, Hollywood. It crept up on you with a little bit of lemon and syrup. Lovely stuff. There we are. Waffle, you must not assume that everybody has your lifestyle and behaves like you all the time. So there we are. Join us as soon as you can. Dinky-Doo. Thank you, Craig. Follow us as soon as you can, guys, because we are exceptionally busy. And every single person on TikTok or YouTube should be following Scottie McClue. Guys, can I say to you, get over to the YouTube channel, The Internet Phone In, Scottie McClue, The Internet Phone In, and subscribe. Tell us when you've actually done it, and also tell us when you've followed us on here. There we are. Mine's stuck to the ceiling. Yes, you've been tossing too hard with your pancakes. Dinky-Doo, so long time no speak. Too long the first time, Shepherd. It's so lovely to hear from you. Now then, what have we got here? Pancake and maple syrup, says Frank. Oh, lovely. There we are. Hi, Kareem, says Martin. And who have we got? Dinky-Doo, says David. Kirsty says hello. Lovely to have you with us, Kirsty, and a big hello to you. If you're watching on the YouTube, of course, remember to subscribe and also to click the thumbs up, yes, at the bottom to say you've liked it. There we are. Follow us as soon as you can. Hello, good chap. Arthur, how lovely to have you with us, and a massive Dinky-Doo to you on Tuesday evening. Is this a good time to pop up, would you say? Does this suit everybody? Follow us as soon as you can. Thank you, Lisa Angel, for following. Very, very much appreciated. I can tell you for nothing. Never scroll and never troll with Scottie McClue. If you miss a moment of Scottie McClue, you miss a moment of life. This is TikTok's top talk show. That's what it's all about, I say. Share the live video as much as you can and follow me as soon as you come on. There we are, pancakes with pure honey and butter. Oh, pure honey. You know, honey never goes off the pure stuff. The cheap stuff, obviously, goes very crystalline and things like that. But real honey, you can see it thousands of years old and it's still edible. Keith Snedden, what have you done? There we are, Dinky-Doo. Kirsty says, hello. Keith says, had to turn the news channel. I can't come with it. No, listen, my advice to everybody, if it's mainstream media, it's failing you. What to do with it is watch the lead story and then just chuck it, because the lead story will dictate what the rest of it's going to be like. So my advice to you these days, just to stay strong and well and sane and not be swayed by all sorts of crazy opinions, is watch the lead story and then off it goes. Yes, get yourselves on to Scottie McClue's videos on YouTube, TikTok, all that sort of thing, and get watching. That'll be far better for you. Keith Snedden has sent me £5. He's tapped the dollar bill at the bottom of the super chat on the YouTube. Manuka honey's the best. Is Magnus expensive, but very, 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 very good. I love Wales. I used to phone your show all the time, says Sebastian. Brilliant. Do you live in Scotland, Scottie? I do, McGregor. Yes, indeed. Dinky-Doo, Scottie McClue, says Jay. Dinky-Doo, Scottie. How's your Shrove Tuesday? Sparkles. It's brilliant. What have you given up for Ash Wednesday? Well, I've given up carbohydrates for Ash Wednesday. So there we go. Fantastic. Now, I used to phone all the time. Hymns and arias. Yes, El Young. Absolutely, hymns and arias. You'll see on the TikTok videos a tune on the piano. Get tuned right into that. Keith Snedden, how can I thank you for your kindness and your generosity? £5. Fantastic. Another 2 or 3 of these from people would be just wonderful, because we're saving up for a new microphone. There we are. And boy, do we need it. Scottie, how long would you say we've conversed between Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok? Frank, you and I? 10, 11 years, maybe? Would it be something like that? I would think maybe even more. I am from Linwood, Sebastian. We love Linwood. Linwood needs a new car factory. Yes, get everybody out there. Fantastic. Are you Welsh? Well, you know, Desire, I'm not Welsh, but it'd be lovely to be Welsh and to live in the valleys and to go out to choir and sing all these beautiful songs. Oh, OMG, I'm going to watch right now. El Young Do. You'll find me in the Lost Valley, Glencoe, when it all kicks off. Bobby from Bears Den. How lovely to have you with us. Big Dinky-Doo from Scottie McClue. PLS, talk quite, Scottie. I did not stand being in a room with earplugs needed. Caroline, you'd be better to switch off. This is me talking quiet. But what you can do, Caroline, is turn down your kit. Yay. Clever girl. There we are. You're not daft. There we are. He is Scottish, but I love Wales. Oh, we love Wales. There we are. Yeah, the Blue Yeti. So there we go. The Hillman Imp. I remember in school we were learning about the Zulu Wars, and there was a tribe called the Impi. And at that time, you know, the plant at Linwood was very big. And I said to my history teacher, who's a marvelous, marvelous man, still have huge respect for him. And I said to him, I said, sir, were the Impi hillmen? And he went, well, why do you ask? I said, well, I wondered if they would be the Hillman MP. You get it? Old information, actually, back in the day. Follow us, guys, as soon as you can, because the Hillman Imp was built at Linwood. Good car, actually, rear-engined. There we are. What's your favourite topping on pancakes? Oh, you've got me there, Sparkles. Tiny bit of maple syrup, little bit of cream, lemon, squeeze of lemon, little bit of raspberry jam. Stop. Lemon card, Cardiff City. We love Cardiff City. I was offered a job to go down to Cardiff to set up the phone-in on Rio Radio around the year 2000. Sadly, my mum had just passed away and I couldn't take up the job. Otherwise, history would have been different. And all of Wales, South Wales, would have experienced quite a phone-in. There we are. It's been very quick. It'll be going soon. Start 5 a.m. tomorrow, so I have to be up to start at 3:30. Good stuff, Frank. Are you a master baker? There we are. Is this why you get up so early in the morning? That would be my favorite, but good to have you with us. Why a microphone and not a bigger phone? There we are. Excellent. We love it, RT2000. I see what you just did there. Tremendous stuff. I'm working in Wales. Sebastian. Yakida. I'm from Wales. Basketball. Yakida. There we are. Happy St. David's Day to all our Welsh viewers tonight. I'm so glad the chat is all about Wales. Well, of course it is. The daffodil is what we're talking about tonight. And of course, I love people like Richard Burton. Just tremendous. Harry Seacombe. Was Harry Seacombe not a Welshman? Yes, now you're talking. And what about Dylan Thomas under Milkwood? See, there we are. I'm from Cardiff. Follow us, guys. I'm from near Cardiff. I love the Christmas parties. I love the Christmas parties at Chrysler. I remember Chrysler took over because it was Willie Roots before, Sir William Roots, the Roots Group. And you turned out the Hillman Minx. 850cc, yes. Is that what they called the Coventry Climax engine? Is that the same engine, guys? Now, who have we got here? Okay, you want to be friends, David. Roots Factory also made the Hillman Hunter. I worked there in 1968. Aha, Magnus. Yes, some days it had to be done and wouldn't say a master one. No, but listen, a dear relative of mine, lovely, lovely man, used to get up at 2:30 in the morning, and he worked in the bake house. And you could go there and he was turning out the tinned loaves with a great big spatula. What do you call the one you go right to the back of the oven? There we are, 850cc. Now then, good evening, Scotty Dinky-Doo. Oops, Sizzle Young. I sent 300 likes, Scotty. That is fabulous. We've got 4,300 likes. How many people have actually genuinely gone on to the YouTube channel and subscribed? Right? Scotty McClue, the internet phone in. Tell us when you've done it. How many people have actually genuinely followed me on TikTok since we went live tonight? Right? I think we should be told. I'm sending so many likes. You certainly are. 4,700 likes. The most likes I've ever had was 40,000, almost 41,000 on a Sunday afternoon on a TikTok that had 10,800 viewers. It's not bad, is it? There we are. Hope you have a good day, Scotty. You too, Eddie. Lovely to have you with us. Dinky-Doo. Happy birthday to me. Jamie, a very happy birthday to you, Lala. There we are. Dinky-Doo. Ness and Dharma. Harry Seacombe, outstanding guy. Somebody said if there's ever a documentary or a biographical pic made about Harry Seacombe, get Scotty McClue to play him. Apparently, I look like Harry Seacombe. Isn't that interesting? I can't see it myself, but somebody else could. There at Ness and Dorma. Hope you have a good day. You used to work. Yes, I did, Mother Grunge. Foo's your food, foo's your doos, Liam. Fantastic. Am I the only Northern Irishman here? Not at all, Daffod. Virtually the whole of the province will be watching Scotty McClue right now. And they'll be watching in Antrim and Armagh. And they'll be watching in Down as well. Fantastic. Not a problem, I say to you. And they'll be watching in Donegal. There we are. How can you not mention they'll be watching in Derry or Londonderry, depending on your point of view? You know what I'm saying to you? There we are. How could you not mention Tom Jones? I can mention Tom Jones. Another outstanding, fantastic Welshman. I've got another one for you. You may have heard of, you may not. Probably one of the finest voices I've ever heard. A gentleman called Ivor Emmanuel. Now, do you know him? Do you remember the film Zulu? And in the film, the Welsh regiment, somebody sang, "Men of Harlech, stand ye steady." That was Ivor Emmanuel. "Men of Harlech, stand ye steady." Harry and Tom Jones, as well as Shirley Bassey, yes, indeed, from Wales. Richard Burton-C. Wonderful. There were. What about that wonderful comedian we have now? He's from Wales. It'll come back to me. He does Would I Lie to You? There we are. Hello from Norfolk. I'm in charge of the electrical installation for South Wales, getting rid of the diesel trains. Well, you'll love it down there. They've got electric light and all sorts of things. It's absolutely wonderful. Rob Brydon, that's the name I was looking for there. Rob Brydon, outstanding comedian, delightful chap, wonderful, wonderful credit to Wales. See, I love Wales, Welsh National Opera. There we are. Hello from Calendar. Yeah, what about that, guys? Shimmy, Dinky-Doo. I remember Scottish radio news in the 60s each week. There was a headline, Roots on Strike. Well, yes, I think what they needed to realize, everybody looks at the picture, not the big picture, and thinks, wow, they're very lucky to have a job in that factory. What are they striking for? But if you're doing the same job day in, day out, day in, day out, you know, you're going to think we need to be a bit better paid for this, you know. John Williams, the classical guitarist, or do you prefer Julian Bream? I love them both. John Williams and Julian Bream, outstanding. Evening, Scotty. I'm subscribed to both, says Kenny Drew. Not that I'm on TikTok much now. Yes, Rob Brydon. Oh, Kenny, the TikTok's the way to go. It's huge. And Scotty McClue's YouTube channel, it needs to start growing now. We do the internet phone-in. You beat me to saying Rob's name. I know, not at all, Kenny. No problem at all. I just sometimes, when you're actually streaming live, when you're broadcasting live, and you're thinking of a name, just because of the kind of, I don't know how you'd call it, because of the sort of technique required to broadcast live and to have no script, no agenda, sometimes a word or a name doesn't come to you. And I've learned that that doesn't matter. You can ask the audience. It's a bit like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Ask the audience. So if I can't remember a word or a name or a place, I'll say to the audience and they'll come up with it. And I think that's your answer, isn't it? There we are. Now, fantastic stuff. Lots and lots of you here. And there we are. Mother Grunge, I don't get into anything like that, but I was asked to go somewhere else. And who knows, someday I might come back and see you. Scotty, can you go over and sort Putin out, please? Mr. Putin owes the world a massive apology, and he owes the people of Russia a massive apology. You know what I'm saying? Poor man. I think just something flipped, you know what I mean? Oliver Reed, fantastic, Steve. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Has everybody watching on TikTok followed Scotty McClue? Do it now, please, because it helps. Every little helps. And thank you for your beautiful gifts, your TikToks, your red roses, your paper cranes, your cups of tea, your shampoo. Somebody gave me Oh, in fact, it was Maria. There's a lovely, 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 generous lady called Maria. And she gave me not just one yacht, but 2 yachts on TikTok gifts. Oh, I was so humbled. The generosity, 7,000 likes, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful people on TikTok. It's my birthday. Give me a shout out, says Hannah. Hannah, a shout out for your birthday, my dear. Dinky-Doo. Hi, Scotty. Hi, Kevin. Good to have you with us, Dinky-Doo. There's Kevin just joined us, Kevin Dodds. A massive Dinky-Doo to this fine evening, Scotty. Big ZZ. A massive Dinky-Doo to you. I can tell you that for nothing. There we are. Can you say congrats to my friend Jasper? Yes, I can indeed, big man with an Allen key. Congrats, Jasper. 5.6k likes. No, 7k likes. I don't know if I'm a bit behind. Fill your boots, guys. There we are. What sort of accent was that? I don't know. Another Welshman, Ivor the engine. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, yes. Sorry I'm late. I was watching news in the Ukraine. Remember, with news, you just watch the lead story, then you switch off for your own sanity. Was that the song from Zulu? Yes. And that is Ivor Emmanuel singing it. Man of Harlech, stand ye steady. What did you study? I studied arts, dramatic arts. There we are, the history of the theatre. So there we go. C. Cuddy. C. Cuddy signed himself the biggest joke on TikTok. C. Cuddy. Or is it K. Cuddy? I think you're being harsh on yourself. You know, you might be a bit of a joke, but you're not the biggest joke on TikTok. There we go. Hello from Cape Town. You're a credit to Scotland, Scotty. Go on yourself. So there we are. Servenge. We wouldn't be going into that, obviously. Hello from Bonnybridge, the UFO capital of Scotland. Well, so I've heard. Now, look, can I say to the dear, dear burgers of Bonnybridge, if you were the captain of a UFO, would you take the road to Bonnybridge? I don't think so. I don't think so. But it's up to yourself. Dylan Thomas, we've already sent him email one. Yes, indeed, you must have arrived a little bit afterwards under Milkwood. Wonderful stuff. Right, what do we got here? What does Dinky-Doo mean? Having a very low time at the moment, says Rock Ape. Rock Ape, your life just got better. You're watching Scotty McClue live. So, you know, what does Dinky-Doo mean? Dinky-Doo means is all well with you and the world. That's what Dinky-Doo means, I can tell you. Of course, you can ask the listeners anything you can, David. They might not always know, but somebody will. You've got to remember, pardon me, the last time I spoke to you, we spoke about the Reverend James Curry. Yes, a personal friend of mine, Sebastian, great friend of my mother and father, and was at school with my uncle Bill at Keele School in Dumbarton. That was it. Jimmy was a Keele boy. So there you are. What gear are you on? I'm in 3rd gear at the moment, Paul, because we're going uphill. I shall change into 4th, and I see we've got a 5th gear. Effectively, an overdrive. Excellent stuff. Did you see one of Putin's advisors trying to suggest peace talks? He was scared stiff. Well, Cornelio, they should do the peace talks, you know what I mean? And see if Putin can save his hide a bit. There we are. Susan, I couldn't find you on Facebook, says Keith Snedden. Your beard's well, trendy Scotty, Kibbeens, Mike GJ. I thank you very, very much indeed. What a top one. Now, there you are. Scotty the Big Bunnet, S. McLean, of course. There we have. Can you say congrats to Sophie and Jake? Yes, I can, Chewie. No problem at all. There we are. Jones the Steam Boy. Yes, David. Excellent stuff. We like that. Zulu was the first ever film I saw on colour TV. Not a bad way to start. Well, Kulelo, you'll see the red jackets. Good to see you, Scotty. What do you have to say to Putin? I say to him, Vladimir, you need to make a sincere apology to the world. There we are, for upsetting the balance. Yes, indeed. Who have we got here? Hugh Griffiths, underrated Welsh actor, and Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins, another fabulous actor and great Welshman, Anthony Hopkins. I see anything with Anthony Hopkins in it, I'm right into that, I can tell you. Follow us, guys, as soon as you possibly can. Dinky-Doo, says Mike Raymond. Dinky-Doo, Mike, Scotty the Big Bunnet, curry, cheese and chips. Was Windsor Davis Welsh? Yes, I'm pretty sure he was. I don't think he put on the accent. There we are. Sebastian says, yes, he married my mum and dad in Pollock, St. James's Pollock. Fantastic. I think brilliant you're on here, mate. Dinky-Doo, Sebastian. Yes, Jimmy was a fabulous parish minister. He was also the chaplain for Crookston Castle School. And I'm not sure if it was you, Sebastian, or somebody else that said when he was doing assembly at Crookston Castle, you couldn't get a seat. And he used to be on Radio Scotland in the morning. These thought for the day. My old parish, email 1, St. James's Pollock. Wonderful. Lot of tremendous people there, I can tell you. Would you consider shaving the beard off, Scotty? I think, Susan, it depends on who I was with. You know what I mean? At the time, you know, I mean, if I was with somebody that insisted on the beard being shaved off, you know, then I might do that. Yeah, indeed, Sir Anthony is my fave. Can anyone see my comment? I can, Aaron. I can see your comment, Lala. Hello from Glasgow. Hello, Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us, Robbie. We like to have a Ouija on. I think that's excellent. Always good stuff. There's Cian has joined us. Lovely from Ireland. There we have it. Hi from Aberdeen, Aston. Fert like an echt, I tell you. Foo's your doos. Foo's your weather in Aberdeen an echt, eh? Are you chaffing a wall? There were Welsh rare bit cheese on toast. Yes, I used to put a little bit of sauce. It was Lee and Perrins sauce. But I'll tell you, another great thing I discovered in Yorkshire was Henderson's relish. Does anybody know the Henderson's relish? Outstanding. So the Lee and Perrins and the Henderson's relish. And Hammond's sauce used to have a band, the Hammond Sauce Band. I'm on Facebook, Keith. Excellent stuff. How was your day? Keith has been incredibly generous tonight. £5. If we'd another 3 cent that, then we've done very well for the month, I say to you. So if anybody's feeling flush and you're on the YouTube Live, you'll see a dollar bill bottom left, I think it is. And if you wanted to put in £1 or £5 or £1 million, you're very welcome so to do, because we're saving up for a microphone for the lives. My family are Gorbals people, but I was born in Paisley. I know what you mean, Sebastian. So Pollock is kind of halfway house. Dinky-Doo. A lot of families moved out of the Gorbals. Well, I think they were moved out of the old Gorbals. And then you had Hutchison Town E built, the high rise. Hootsman. Woolworths Trolley, thank you so much. Does anybody remember going to Woolworths on a Saturday just for a look round if you didn't have sixpence? And maybe taking a quarter of pick and mix from the pick and mix counter. And looking at maybe some seconds, some books that were remaindered. Brilliant. There's so many people with the same name. Right, Keith. Indeed, there's only one Scotty McClue, though. There we are. Now, here we got here. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Keith has sent another £5. Keith, what are you like? 2 more £5, And we're in business for the month. Not from you, Keith, from anybody else who's feeling generous. That's the thing. Absolutely amazing. So there we are. Woolworths. Yes, absolutely. Saturday morning. Yes, Queen Elizabeth Square. That was it, Sebastian. And I think, did the Duke of Edinburgh not open it in 1965? Now, correct McClue if he's wrong, remember. That's your prerogative. Queen Elizabeth Square, Hutchie, because it was shaped like a big E. The E. Apologies, Scotty. My TikTok keeps acting up. You keep talking in slow motion on mine. Kieran, I think maybe your internet signal will be a wee bit slow. I will try to do 10K. We've done 8,600K. But don't you wear yourself out, Mr. Lithuania. Mine, my grand took me to Woolies, spent 2 and 6 in a car for myself, David. I loved Woolworths. Was that the Greenock one? Down at the Mac Fisheries. There we are. Yes, you're right. Absolutely, Sebastian. There we have it, you see. Fantastic stuff. Keith, thank you so much. Kirsty has sent me £5. Kirsty, what are you like? You're generous, 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 lovely, generous, kind, lady. Sorry, it's not much, Scotty, just want to help. Kenny Drew, £2. We've only got 3 more pounds to go, and we've done it. That is fantastic. Thank you, Kenny. You never, ever, ever apologize for huge generosity. Very, very, very kind of you. And my goodness, it helps. Have you ever heard the saying, the steady drip fills the pail? There we are. Thank you very much. So to Keith and to Kirsty and to Kenny, huge, huge pennies. Thank you. Angry Irish. Who's Angry Irish? You or me? I remember the old Woolworths sign on the buses. I loved Woolworths. It had a particular smell. I'm not sure if they used their own sort of floor cleaner or whatever, but every Woolworths smelt the same. And do you remember the glass on the counters to keep the merchandise in? And did you ever go to the electrical counter? My father wanted me to learn about physics, and he would take me to the electrical counter and buy me a little bulb holder and a battery and 2 little bits of wire. And we would go back home and make up wire things in series and parallel. Keith Snedden, stop. You will bankrupt yourself. Keith has sent another £2. So we've got 1 more pound to go, and we are in business. Is the People's Palace still open? Sebastian, I don't know what the hours were during lockdown. I would hope it's still open. The one across from the classic Grand that had the smell in the 70s, I can still smell it. It was a brilliant smell. It was an old wood type smell. Did you not get suspicious when he used the car battery? Cornelio. I can remember the class turned up the rheostat when we were making little electric engines, and mine melted. And the teacher was furious. She switched everything off, and she said, he could have been electrocuted. How dare you? And we had to sit for the rest of the period. Hands on heads. Does anybody remember hands on heads in school? This one. You had to sit like that for the whole period and not talk. There we go. If Andy's feeling flush, we need £1. £1. There we are. Sadly, yes, indeed. Do you remember it, Ricky? Dinky-Doo, my finger died, Mr. Lithuania. I am not surprised. I hope your finger recovers. 10,400 likes on the TikToks. Outstanding. I'm only 36 and I remember hands and heads. You can't possibly, because 25 years ago. Guys, does anyone remember hands on heads? 25 years ago. If anybody's feeling flush and they want to put £1 into the YouTube, it might need £2 actually. Keith Snedden's put in £2. Keith, what are you like? Thank you so much. My school in South London did it. I hated it. Well, I think that's why the teachers made us do it. They knew we hated it. See, the best one ever. I remember taking a theatre to the school. Well, when I say a theatre, a touring production to the school, a theatre production. And the teacher said, if you go down to room 6 or whatever, the children are waiting for you. I looked into room 6 and there wasn't a soul to be seen. I thought, well, she must have got it wrong. There's nobody here. Anyway, I then heard a sort of very, very slight noise. You know, you're aware that somebody's there. A very slight noise. And I thought, where did that come from? Keith Snedden, you're a naughty, naughty boy. I didn't expect you to hand in the other £2. That's us in business. And you've done it, Keith Snedden and Kirsty. So good of you. And our lovely, lovely, lovely Kenny Drew. Very kind guys. Scotty, you're the best, mate. I thank you guys. So kind of you, Sebastian. So anyway, I heard this very slight noise. And for some reason, I looked just like that under the desk at the front. And here was a child. The whole class were sitting under their desks. The desks had been put together, so it was like one great Socratean table. And the whole class was sitting under, waiting. They'd been told not a sound, hands on heads. And all these wee souls were sitting like this. And I said, hello, are you class 6? Wee guy goes, I said, right. Very quietly, we all stand up. Out we come. Come on, out you come. Out you come. And we all stand up. And if you follow me, the wee souls. But there wasn't a sound. It was incredible. In my school, yes, indeed. Thank you, Sebastian. My school did it. It was so annoying, says Anthony. I left Greenock High in 1979. We still did hands and heads. Yes, indeed, David. Was that Mr. Black? Was Mr. Black there? Were you in Still Game? No, Willie C., but they think I was the original inspiration for Still Game because I wore the bonnet before Still Game started. There we are. Kirsty Allen, £1.49. What are you like? You very, very generous lady. Thank you. Bye, Aaron. I have to go. Have a lovely evening, everyone. Bye, Aaron. Thanks very much for joining us. A privilege and a joy to have you with us. Guys, if you've just joined us and you're wondering what on earth is going on, you're watching Scottie McClue, hashtag FLOTI, all uppercase. The first lord of the internet, the world's top broadcaster, the world's most humble man. We always pop that in case somebody thinks I'm blowing my own trumpet. We don't want that. We don't want any of that arrogance that you get from some people on radio and television and newspapers and the internet and YouTube and Reddit, Scottie_McClue, and is Reddit Scottie_McClue? Twitch is Scottie_McClue. Love all of you. Thank you, Keith Snedden. We love you, but your generosity has been outstanding tonight. Well done, everyone. We've reached our target for the month. There we are. Fantastic. Sebastian's here. Thank you for sharing the video, guys, and follow me as soon as you can. Good evening, Scottie. How are you? Max the Macum. Lovely to hear from you. Hail Hydra, Stephen. Hail Caesar. You had a packet today, mates. A packet. There we are. Packet of biscuits. Share the live. Thank Mr. Lithuania. 11,100. What a credit you are to the whole internet. There's somebody that says, I don't give a shift. Well done, everyone. Thanks, Kirsty. Thanks, Keith. And thank you to our lovely, 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 lovely Drew. That was just so good of you, Mr. Kenny Drew. There we are. DY, keep that to yourself if you don't mind. Less of the back chat. In fact, shall we send DY down the Swanee, or has he really sinned, or has he just been an idiot? Check it out, guys. Let me know if you want him down the Swanee, and we'll bin him off. Every little helps, Keith. Every little helps. As I say, have you heard the old Scottish saying, the steady drip fills the pail? There we are. I've seen the day when I had money, I would just have bought the microphone outright. A genuine voice of reason. Yes, email one. This is the genuine voice of reason on here. Doing the Swanee with them, says Geodog. Geodog, you're harsh but fair. That's you, Geodog. There we are. Good evening, Scotty Dinky-Doo. You're not a man that people would ever mess about with. And we respect that. Big respect. So there we are. R2 have we got here. We might have to bin these guys off. Yeah, we'll bin R2 Sam off. He's off down the Swanee, guys. Say bye-bye to him for being a half-wit. Bye-bye. There we go. Fantastic. There we are. Kareem is very Scottish. Absolutely. Do you live in Scotland? Yards, or have you moved to the Americas? No, but I would like to go to America and do their late night radio and television. Apparently, they would like to have Scotty McClue. Yes, big respect to you, Scotty, and you, Sebastian. Massive respect to you, my dear fella. I'm just going to have a quick comfort break here. Oh, Keith Snedden, you have been an absolute trooper when it comes to sorting all that out. I was in Still Game as an extra, says Magnus. Excellent. I would have liked a small part in Still Game. Share the live, guys, as soon as you can. Scotty, you should visit my hometown of St. Ives. Can I tell you the good news, Delibot? I have visited St. Ives. I went for a lovely evening in St. Ives when I lived in Helston in Cornwall-sea. Oh, it's going to be warm this afternoon. Morning. Kirsty Allen, what are you like? You're so cool. There we are. Fantastic. So I love St. Ives. And do you not do wonderful ciders down there? And I think, am I right in thinking that I was having a drink in a pub and outside was the seaside, the shore? And the barman was from Scotland. St. Ives, very, very beautiful. Cornish people. Hello, Scottish man. How are you doing? Mentan. We are fantastic. So lovely to have you with us, and a big Dinky-Doo to you, Mentan. Share the video. Guys, can everybody watching on YouTube give us a thumbs up, a like, and have you subscribed? Clicked subscribe, the red triangle. No, sorry, the red rectangle. Or is it the red square? There we are. The risk of sounding Russian. Red square. St. Ives is beautiful. It is. I'm a little tired of people commenting on the body functions. Keep it clean. Geodog, you're quite right. Well, that's why we send them down the Swanee for a good wash. The dirty, filthy wee middens. That's what they are. Dirty, filthy wee middens. Yeah, Americans would be blessed to have Dinky-Doo compared most visitors and characters in America. Greeno, I would do your late night television and your radio. Respectful people here. Chris Andrews, you couldn't have spoken a finer word. So there we are. Mr. Lithuania, 11,700 likes and 101 shares. I thank you. Everybody should get sharing. Kirsty says, cool, Magnus. So there you are. She loves the fact you were in Still Game. Guys, we're going to have to go soon, but what a privilege it is tonight to pop up on the old TikTok and talk to so many beautiful, beautiful people. There we are. So there, where does Anniker's midden come from? I think it's an old one. I think it was maybe the Scrap Man. Going away back, you look like something out of Anniker's midden. It's a bit like you look like something off the Hesperus, the wreck of the Hesperus. And very often, if I'm going to somebody's senior's house, and I think these people are very important in public life, I will ring them and say, sorry to bother you, Scotty, I'm coming to see you at 2 o'clock. Now, I'm going to give you the choice. You'll love this, guys, because I believe dressing is a mark of respect for who you're going to see. But I will give them the choice. I'll say, since it's Sunday afternoon, I can come round looking like something out of a bandbox, or I can come round looking like something off the Hesperus. And your real proper people usually say, Scottie, just come as you are, like something off the Hesperus. So I go round looking like something out of a bandbox. Aha! Hi, mate, you've probably forgotten about me. I'm Charlie, and in 2021, I was watching you live. Charlie, I have not forgotten about you. I never, ever, ever forget about people. You're welcome. Lovely to see you back with us. Scottie's the type of guy that drives a Land Rover and goes pheasant shooting. Thank you, Simply Scottish. I never have shot a pheasant in my life, but I have eaten one. That's a good old saying. I adore pheasants. I'm actually in love with them. When I stayed twice, I've lived in big country estates, and I very naughtily, not in front of the guns, but I applauded when the pheasant made the wood. Shh, don't tell anybody. That's a good old saying, the wreck of the Hesperus. He looks like the wreck of the Hesperus. Look at the states of this guy. Scottie, is Nessie real? Listen, if Nessie wasn't real Davard, why would we have her in Scotland? You cannot fool the Scots. There we are. Simply Scottish, Geo Dog. Hi from Bowmore in Isla, the wonderful Ali McNeil. Kamaraha u Ali, hakama maha. Falchi, ki damili falchi don TikTok. Agus YouTube. Agus Scotchach McClue. There we are. We love Bowmore in the round church. Hello, says Damien John, Dinky-Doo, Damien John. Lovely to have you with us, and a very, very warm welcome. You know everything, brilliant man. No, Sebastian, just bits and pieces. Hi from Melbourne in Australia. Damien John, I need to have more than one life. I'm going to ask God if I can have another crack, because I'll tell you why. Not only do I want to do the late night in America, television and radio, I'd love to come to Melbourne in Australia, because I believe it's beautiful. Fabulous city. Well, what do you know, lads? Gino Gambino. Lovely to have you, lad. There we are. Fantastic stuff. Follow us, guys, as soon as you can. If you're watching live on TikTok and you haven't followed, rectify that right now. Pop up to the top left and there's a little plus sign. Is that right? You click that and you followed. And you followed TikTok's Top Talk Show. How many languages do you know, Scottie? How many would you like, David? There we are. So, fantastic. It's 22:31 in Lithuania. Tomorrow I have a geography competition, so I think I'm going to sleep. Mr. Lithuania, we love you in Lithuania. 10:31 is exactly the time for you to go to sleep. You are 2 hours ahead of us in the UK. You will be fabulous in your geography exam tomorrow, and all of us throughout the world are rooting for you to pass. We wish you all the best. 12,000 likes, Scottie. Fantastic. 12,000 likes on Scottie McClue's TikTok. Speak Swedish. I don't speak svenska. Yeah. So there we are. Follow us as soon as you can. Thank you, Jamie, and thank you, Craig. Can everybody with an internet connection get following Scottie McClue on TikTok? Dinky-Doo, Mr. McClue, how are we this fine evening, good sir? Fat Joker with a PH. We are beautiful, especially now that you're here. You brighten up everybody's life, Fat Joker. Did you know that with a PH? Kenny says, have you visited Weston-super-Mare? I was this past weekend for Sonic the Hedgehog convention. It was a beautiful wee town. Wish I was there longer. Is Weston-super-Mare not where the big pier went on fire? Have I got that right? And was the late Jill Dando not from Weston-super-Mare? I think so. I don't know. It's just ringing a bell with me. You're too kind, sir, too kind. Not at all, fat joker with a PH. Quick weather reports is email 1. Good evening. Here's the weather for tonight. A little bit colder as the temperatures drop, but they should rise later in the week. Hopefully the rain will stay away. And the winds are dropping, so not quite so stormy and blustery. We are never stray too far from the umbrella, of course. The odd rumble or two of thunder, perhaps expected as the temperatures rise. That's your weather. Good evening. Shall I be the weatherman? What's your thoughts on what's going on in Ukraine? I think that Russia needs to withdraw. I think President Putin needs to apologize to the world. That would be a real strong leader, you know. Say, look, sorry, but I have to look after Russia. And we did have to just sort of do a bit of saber rattling, you know, that stuff. So there we go. Take good care, Keith, says Susan. Bless you, Susan. Take care, Scotty, and all your listeners. I'll not be on for a while as I've got chemotherapy on Thursday. Take care, all. Keith Snedden. When you're undergoing your treatment, yeah, which we hope will not be too harsh, can you think of all the joy and all the love being sent to you from around the world, from everybody who follows, watches, shares, and comes on Scottie McClue's TikTok and YouTube? And can you fill yourself with joy during that very difficult, harsh treatment, Keith? We send you all the love in the world. There we are. And Dinky-Doo. Fat Joker, what are you doing? Fat Joker's sending a huge number of gifts to Scottie McClue. A treasure box. Gary has sent a treasure box. Dinky-Doo, Gary. Well said, Scotty. Not at all, Doogie. Lovely to have you with us. Fat Joker has sent me vibes and TikToks and lovely, lovely, generous gifts. Guys, I can't believe the time. Scotty, some people say you haven't got a McClue on a lot of things. DGRS, they can say that as much as they like. Remember, I had to do the bulk of my learning before there was an internet. Nowadays, young people can just pop into a search engine and get some sort of answer. We had to learn it out of books. So the knowledge is there. Dinky-Doo, 25 roses from Gary Mackay. Gary Mackay, that is just so beautifully generous and kind of you. Quite humbling. I don't know anything you're speaking of. I just love the accent. T-Jack, it doesn't matter. Everybody joins Scottie McClue at their own level and will get something from it. It's the same with the TikTok videos. It's the same with the Scottie McClue YouTube videos. 3,000. You know, you couldn't listen to them all, but you'll get something from it. Yeah, there's something for everyone. Good man, Gary Mackay. Share the love to Scotty. Fat Joker. I thank you. You know what you're talking about, Scotty. David, I do my best. So do you, by the way. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Very, very important. There we are. Now, Scotty, did Kirk beam you up? Yes, of course. We get beamed up all the time. Putin to apologize. Are you having a laugh? You can't just apologize for murder. No, but it helps. Nobody's having a laugh. Nobody's laughing. Have a look at Scottie McClue's TikTok videos and just build your knowledge and your education from them. That's what it's all about, mate. Just found the guy last week, Gary Mackay, top man. Scotty, it's my birthday on the 3rd. Have you bought my gift, GGRS? It's on its way. It's called Scottie McClue Live on TikTok. Great to see you on TikTok. Thank you, John Smith. Wonderful. Thank you, Gary Mackay, for my beautiful red roses. We absolutely love it. Now then, we've got just under 5 minutes, guys. So I don't know if you would like a tune on the squeeze box or something like that. There we are at some point. You still love the taxi drivers, Sandy Weir. We always loved the taxi drivers. Yes, in those days, they made some serious money. Scotty, the radio presenter's idol, DJRS, you are very kind. Where are you from, Scotty? I'm in Fife. Now, Ross and Connor, have a look. I've done a video from Sunday on my favourite place in Fife, Ken. So there we are, fantastic. I got caught on the hop, but we seem to have done quite well. Fat Joker says, Gary Mackay, I've been listening to this legend for 20 years now. The man is the best of the best. Fat Joker, you are very kind. Good night, mate. So glad you're on here, mate. You're a legend. Sebastian, so glad that you came and joined us. You are a legend. Anybody that knew St. James's Pollock and Jimmy Curry is a legend. I ask you. Guys, I need more thumbs up on the YouTube. So if you're watching right now, subscribe. I bet you don't, but you should do. And tell me that you have done. There we are. Fantastic. Because it's been another belter tonight. Email 1. It has been a belter. You're 100%. Where can I listen to him? You listen to me on the YouTube channel, Scottie McClue, the internet phone in. We're going back on the radio, guys, by the way, just so you know. Thanks, mate. I'll go to YouTube now. No problem, Sebastian. And just click the wee subscribe. It'll tell you there. And tap the bell so you get your notifications for the phone in. I remember listening to back on the early 90s on Top Radio. I always thought it was satire. Well, Ewan, we do a lot of satire. We never do sarcasm, but we do satire. We do comedy. We do serious. We do tragedy. We do real people. We do funny people. Do you like Still Game? I do like Still Game. The only thing is I wouldn't say it's reflective of everyone in Scotland, but it's very funny and it's very well written and it's very well put together. I know a lot of the people who were in charge of it. Talk Radio, Scott FM, the papers, absolutely, the BBC, STV. No shortage of platforms for Scottie McClue. We're on Twitter, guys, at Scottie McClue. We're on Twitch, Scottie_McClue. Get yourselves on there. Yes, I agree. It's a brilliant program. Thank you, Cockle Star. There we are. I love you personally. Lots of love. Max, what a lovely thing to say. There we are. Dinky-Doo. Now, who else have we got? Do you know we're still digging for coal up north? Putin heat in homes. What do you think of Alex Belfield charging £4 a month? That's up to Alex. That's none of my business. If everybody's happy to pay it, then fine. Do you know Tiger Tim? I do. Lovely, lovely, lovely man, Gary. I've worked for Radio Clyde, and I met Tim, and he is just such a lovely, lovely guy. I'll tell you what was funny about Tim. This is typical of the man. He was waiting for me one night when I came in. He went, "Do you remember me?" I said, "Tim, how can you even think that anybody on the planet would not remember you?" Wonderful man. Tiger Tim, Radio Clyde. Yes, what do we do after the Tiger's gone? The program, do you remember? The end bit. I've just subscribed now, Sebastian. Thank you for that. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to Scottie McClue's YouTube channel. Guys, I'm going to have to go. I love you to bits. On TikTok, Dinky-Doo, have a fabulous evening. Thanks for watching. That's your hour. Ta-ra, lads. Stick out your tongue and say ta-ta. Ta-ta. Ah, beautiful. That's our beautiful TikTokers, guys. They're just such lovely, lovely people, as you are on the YouTube. That's what it's about. Love you. Take care. Keith, take care. And bear in mind what we were saying tonight for Thursday. Okay? All the love and luck in the world. Didn't we deport you from Nottingham? No, DGRS. I had to go to work in the Northwest. There's only one of me, you know. I think it's such a shame, but I think other people probably think that's just as well. Love you lots. Lovely being with you. Thanks for joining us. Dinky-Doo, good night. God bless. And ta-ra, lads. Stick out your tongues. Say ta-ta. Ta-ta.